Hello friends, I'm sure your preparations are going on in full swing with less than 30 days left for your exams. कल एक student मेरे पास आया and he said, ma'am, my preparations are like super duper good. They are going great. मैंने 2 बार syllabus complete कर लिया है. मेरे revisions मेरी बहुत अच्छी चल रही है and I'm super excited about my exam. I said, that's great. So what are your plans for the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks? And he was blank. He was like, ma'am, और 3 बार मैं revision कर लूँगा. If I had the situation like this, with almost 30 days left for the exam, with the PM paper staring at you, then my strategy would be something different. I would wish if somebody had given me that plan that I'm going to share today, that time when I was studying, so that my preparations would also hit the bull's eye. Follow this plan, not something that you're just hearing randomly from your friends, from the tutors, from some random YouTube channels, except for this one. This is a hands down concrete 4-week plan that I'm going to give you, not just any week plan. Guys, PM paper is staring at you, yes. So these 30 days starting from scratch means a lot and they high scores. Here is the major truth. Most students, those who are giving PM exams that I've seen like over the years among various students who have been taught by me or not taught by me as well, that they get stuck in this 40 to 50 bracket or they end up simply failing the exam. It was not because they did not know the syllabus. Trust me, they knew it much better. They knew the entire syllabus well. But then where was the problem? Why you end up scoring 40, 42, 45, 47, 48, 49? Where is the problem? The problem was not in knowing the syllabus. The problem is not knowing how to apply the decision-making techniques, but to know that PM is an application-based exam. PM will give you marks, the ones who are doing the paper, not reading the context. So PM is something that will test you on how better you are applying these concepts. While understanding the concepts, reading them is essential, but applying them, doing the mocks is even more essential. So how should you plan these last 30 days? How should you plan these last 4 weeks which are there with you? Let me give you a week by week breakup so that you are revising it in the most perfect. So here is the 30-day plan that I have divided into 4 phases. And that will focus on everything, right? From revision to practice to mocks to everything. So let's quickly look at these 4 phases, and trust me guys, you follow this plan and the result will be what you are desiring for. So the 30-day framework I've divided into 4 phases. Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3 and Phase 4. Phase 1 is going to be for the first 10 days and that is a base for revising your syllabus. So in the first 10 days, your only job would be to cover the syllabus. Right now, you're not targeting to be strong in all areas. You are just covering the entire syllabus, every inch of the syllabus, so that you're not missing out on any portions. Okay, you are going through every syllabus area, be it budgeting, be it variances, be it performance measurement, ABC, target costing, pricing, all areas of this syllabus. One rule that I want you to follow, and which was my rule that I followed when I scored very high NPM marks in my exam attempt. So for every topic, you would spend 60% of your time not on revising, but on doing questions. So 40% of your time only would go towards revising the topic and 60% of your time would go towards question solving. Hold on guys, if you think you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe it and watch the video till the end. So the entire foolproof 30-day plan would be with you. Now, your 60% time will be on the question solving and not just scrolling through the notes. You are going to be watching the recordings, watching the videos, reading the topic for 40% of your time. Once you read every topic that you are doing, let's say you have picked up ABC, you are reading the topic, okay, you're starting from scratch, you're reading it, you're revising it, then immediately you will solve 2-3 questions of that topic so that you know, yes, I have a hold of that topic. And you will never wait that I will do later the practice, because later will never come. Most of the students, they end up doing 3 weeks only reading, revising, practice. They keep question practice for later for the last 1 week, and then they end up being in the most panicked position. Make sure you are not in that position at all. Now, by day 10, you would have touched every area of the syllabus, and at least once, even if it is like, the cross topics that you have covered, and which means that you are good to go for the question practice. So after 10 days only, you are good to go for your practice. Now let's see what plan I used when I did my exams, and this was my plan for 11th to 20th day, because this is the most crucial of the entire 30-day period. This is where the real practice is taking place. Here you are going to do a targeted question practice, not just any random question picking up and doing the practice. You are doing targeted question practice. You know the areas where you have to practice more. So now in this phase, you are going to concentrate on making the list of the topics and ranking them as the strongest topic to the most weakest topic. Trust me guys, this is the area where which decides you are going to go across the line of 50 marks or you will remain within the 50 marks zone. So this is the most crucial phase for you. So now your day 11 to 15, generally you are focusing on looking into the 3 most weakest areas. See, over the time, that I've seen with the students, generally the weakest areas revolve around variance analysis, performance management, not-for-profit organizations, even quantitative analysis, divisional performance, especially your risk techniques like the maximum, minimax, regret, maximax, and all those approaches, decision trees. But whatever are your top 3 weakest areas, make a list of it, jot it down. Now, day 16 to day 20, you would be only focusing on your stronger areas. Okay. So day 11 to 15, you focused only on your weaker areas, only the weakest areas. Then day 16 to 20, you are not going to neglect your stronger areas. Make them even more stronger. So the marks are short confirmed from that topics. Okay. So completely push your stronger areas to the ultimate level. And you are now here, day 16 to 20, your strongest area topics revision, question solving that you are doing will not be for the 2 marker. Yes, note that you are not doing 2 markers in these 5 days. You are only doing constructive response questions, section C. You are only focusing on section C questions. PM examiners, always remember, they would reward a student. They would give them marks with clear structure, clear calculations, clear workings, clear labels, paragraph solving of the questions with proper headings. And I'm sure we've already covered this in many sessions earlier. So go through my channel where I posted videos on what is the correct way to write the section C question. Guys, always remember the format in which you write your answer gives you marks. Absolutely. And it's given in the examiner reports, also given by the examiners. Now comes to phase 3. So what we have done so far, we have revised it in phase 1. We have looked into the weakest areas and the strongest areas in phase 2 and sorted them. Now in phase 3, that would start for 21 to 26, day 21 to day 26. Yes, these 5-6 days, wherein you are only going to do full mock exams. Now coming to this, you all know that I started with the free 3 test paper series where you have 3 full-fledged mock exams from my side, and the dates have already been announced as well. And section A, B, C, all 3 will be covered and evaluated by me. Personalized feedback to each student will be given. To know more about it and to join for the test series, which are starting from 16th of August, do join on my Telegram channel. All details are there. Now, apart from this, very important, day 21 to day 26, you are only doing mocks at your end. No tutors, no YouTube guides, nowhere else. You are just sitting and doing it yourself. And very importantly, this thing has to be kept aside. Aside means away, outside your room. It is not going to be nearby you in any of your, I think, 100, 200 meter radius. Yes, not at all. Keep it away. This is the most and the biggest distractor for you. The goal in this phase 3 is to expose your weaknesses so that you have still time to fix them, so that they don't penalize you in the exam. So do a proper 3-hour mock. You can self-market when you're doing it on the CBE platform. A lot of free study support resources are there. You are doing it from any other resource. You market most honest way. If you want, you can connect with your tutors and get them evaluated also. Also, what if you find that there are only 2-3 questions that have gone wrong, or you are finding mistakes in section C, which is around 5 marks? What should you do? Should you leave it like this? No. Every mark count in the exam. So whatever mistakes you have done, go through them again, understand why the mistake was there, and in the next mock, try not to repeat the mistakes. So the more you practice, the more better you will be and the less will be the mistakes. Clear? Now, after you do your third phase, and by the time you are ending your third phase, now you should do one passive reading of 5 hours. Passive reading is quickly glancing through the syllabus so that just around 5 days before the exam, you have still revised the syllabus. At the same time, you are doing extensive question practice. Phase 4 is from day 27 to day 30, and it is the deciding phase. So here, you are not going to do a very, very criminal mistake. Yes, it's a crime if you do this mistake. And what is that mistake? Doing something new in these last 4-5 days. You are never going to touch anything new. It's going to kill your marks. The reason being, when you do something new, now you don't have time to revise for it. Instead, leave it. You are not going to touch that. Otherwise, the portions that you have prepared, they will also go haywire. So don't touch anything new in these last few days. Instead, what you should be doing, you should revise your error logs that you have jotted down from your mock. So you will make an error checklist after every mock that you give. And in these last 5 days, go through that error checklist and completely cover it, eradicate the errors. That is going to give you more fruitful results than revising the syllabus one more time. Go through your formulas, revise the formulas, go through your techniques and the chapters like variance analysis, like learning curves, limiting factors, which have a lot of formulas. Just revise through it in a quick glance way. Very important are 2 factors before you go for the exams. Number 1, revising on the last day before the exam. It is very, very essential. Again, a passive revision of around 2-3 hours. So that will give you a lot of confidence. And very, very important is to get adequate rest before the exam. So the night before the exam, you're going to sleep well. If you're tired mind will always give you negative results. Tired mind will not be able to think. Give it proper rest. No, don't be blank in the exam. Okay, so have proper rest and always remember that one mock that you give should always be in that time, of the day when you are going to have your exam. So that will make you very, very comfortable with that time of the day. Let's say you will not feel sleepy, you will not feel drowsy, you will be energetic. So this 30-day plan that I've drawn down for you, in case if you want a link for this, a copy of it, type in plan. I will share the copy with you. Join my Telegram channel for more details. Okay, join it, and all the links, my test series, everything is there. And guys, also there's going to be a surprise element for all of you that many students have pinged me for in the last week of September, 1 week before the exam, last week of September before the September exams. So 1 week before your exams, precisely, which is first week of the September, you'll have a very big surprise element for you. One thing that I really want to tell you before I wind up this video today is, guys, remember, there is something that nobody will tell you, and I would like to convey it from my video that PM is always for the doers and never for the readers. So the ones who are reading it, you may find it, look, you are doing a terrific work. Actually, you are at ground zero. Unless you practice, unless you do applications, you are at ground zero. You will never be able to score well. So to ensure that you're not stuck up in the position, practice well, follow the plan, join the test series, and have a great result. That's all. Signing off here. I am CA. If you think this video was much helpful to you, click on the subscribe channel, click on the like button, and drop in your comments. Thank you.